Hey guys, today's Tuesday, December the 12th of 2023, and I want to go over the meats, especially live cattle. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So far, it's getting a little base here. This is the weekly. Let's go into the monthly and see what everybody's doing. You see that right here? It's kind of like basing off right here. So it's finding support, although feeder cattle hasn't any support here, but there's some support down here. Lean hog, I'm not trading it, but it's just kind of going sideways. But when you go to the weekly, you can kind of see this area of support right here, finding support. And feeder cattle has this nice little gap, and it looks like it may wants to fill it, or maybe it already has. I have to look at the chart. I just wanted to show you what I'm seeing here on the live cattle trade, and this is the monthly. In order to go aggressively short, you got to take out 158 to get a sell signal on the monthly. But so far, the trend is still up. I don't know if this is going to continue going higher. Looking at the weekly, you can see that you just got a sell signal on the week of November the 20th. Like I said, it's kind of finding support right here, and it's inside week, so it hasn't really done much. When you look at the daily, you can kind of tell that bottom feeders, discount buyers are coming in. You can see this kind of support area right here, and if you're short and you are very, I don't know, risky, if you want to call it risky, this could be a good area to get out if you think it's going to go down, but you want to give it some wiggle room. So you could kind of do a sting, the noise. 172 is good because you got this pivot here. If it could pierce that, do it a little bit above, it kind of makes sense. I'm already out. I already hit my target, which was the point of control, and I'll show you where. But let's go to the next chart. Let's see right here. This is my market profile. You can see there's a point of control right here, 164. Value area high on the weekly using a 3-year. It's kind of finding support here, which makes sense. It's not going to just continue crashing all the way down. It's going to, do that and then go up, maybe a failed new high, and then push another leg lower, maybe an ABC. You never know. Maybe go all the way up and test that high, do a bull trap, and then come down. There's a lot of things that could play out. But so far, you see that point of control here, value area high, we're at 168. It could also go down and test that low and have a fail new low, then really rip. So if you haven't, locked in profit, it goes down there and finds support, then maybe that's when you want to get out. Or it could continue going down. So there's a lot of scenarios we don't know yet. Just giving you little things that I've noticed in the past in regards to price action. So let's go to uh, my simple glance chart. As you can see, I don't know, can't remember when I posted the video, linear regression channel. This is where I was thinking that maybe, it could be a nice little target. I went ahead and got my target with the 164. So that's where I got, locked in. And that week was the TD9 signal that kicked in of the 12th, 4th week, December 4th. Then it hit the value area low of 161. It kind of found support. I can't tell. Let's see. 162 and then bounced back into linear regression channel, trying to get out of the cloud. May want to test this 50 SMA in the weekly, 171, 172, which makes sense. You could probably put your stop above it if it wants to continue ripping higher. If if you're short, if you're long, maybe people are going to come and just start pushing this higher, even to test the value area high or even the 20. In order to get positive on the weekly, you at least need to close 182 in this zone right here. And you can see the MACD now, it's very overextended. So yeah, so if you rode this all the way down, uh, and you're a swing trader, you want to maybe kind of lock in something, get something off the table. Can't be too greedy. Don't think it's going straight down, to the pits. This is going to turn. It's going to, oscillate. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth. MACD's negative, PPSL signal on the monthly, same thing, nothing positive yet. No MACD positive, no positive MACD, I should say. But it's, prices above the linear regression channel. TD9 on the weekly is looking good. So for a possible turn, yeah, it's very possible. On the daily, 162 is your low. Like I said, it could go back there and test that. And if it finds support, it could rip and get all these stops that are right here, or the the late bears, and then rip it up and just ride the wave higher. Obviously, going to test the 20, the 200 value area low, which is 174, 171. Yep. So there's a lot of things here, and you can see that it's just choppy on the lower range of the MACD. Every time it gets above the 0, it gets pounced back down. Where was that? Right here. So you see that right there? It gets pounced. This one, that was up. That was a high actually. So this was the good entry point, and you gotta wait to. It doesn't look like this anymore. It starts just going higher. Let's go to the midpoint chart and see what we got cooking there. So key levels to watch if it continues pushing lower. 159. That was last year's high. Right? If I'm right. Yep. 12. That was the high of last year. 12. 2022. 159. It could bounce and push lower and maybe test that high. Now, if it doesn't go and test that high, then you got a couple of targets. You got the 173, which is right here, and you got the midpoint, which is 176 on the monthly chart. So it's gonna, stair step all the way to hit here. And once you get there, if it's gonna continue, then it might test that high again. It might try to test that high, but if it fails, maybe that's another entry point to go short. So keep an eye on 176.70. On the weekly, you're already above the midpoint, which is 166. So you're going to be kissing a high here, 169, 171, and very extreme 173. So yeah, so that leads you here, 173. But for the remainder of the year, if it could get to 176, that'd be interesting. I'm not going to focus on the daily, but that's it. I don't want to make this video too long, but just keep an eye on that. Just remember that nothing goes down forever. So if you're short, and the gifts of the gods come, and and it goes back down and test that low, and it finds support, I would get out. And if it pushes lower, then you're gonna have a nice bonus for the year. Hopefully you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on live cattle.